Let's get into the match. Let's go, James. Let's go. Let's go.
Man is insistent.
That's why we're here. That's why we're all here. It's to do some Counter-Strike. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Are you ready to do the thing? Do you want to do the thing, James?
I'm going to respond to these questions.
Why not?
Because FNX has just aced the team. FNX right-clicked the entire team. That's hilarious.
I think the production crew want to replay that.
That was that is quite something.
Bosh, I'll have you.
And you get a knife.
You. And how about you?
You get a knife as well. coldzera says owned. And I think they were. I did an AFK knife race once.
Is it?
I have practice. Do you know how many kills?
When you say AFK,
I was AFK,
not everyone else. Okay. You got to clarify that.
I wasn't saying the whole team was AFK.
I was and say, it's like, hey guys, this is my achievement.
They were all AFK, and then I knifed them.
It wouldn't surprise me with some of the stuff you say. Like I've been talking about running and killing people with TMPs. I'm like, that's not really a thing against good players. You can't kill people with TMPs. Come on.
I can. I have 6,091 kills on my stat track knife, Dan, and I have six knives.
And this is not a gun game. Yes, that's from scouts. That's from like jump servers. That's fraudulent.
I don't play jump servers. What the hell's a jump server?
Slide servers, whatever.
Slide servers. Oh my god.
Surfing. Shut up.
Surf deathmatch. Twistzz is over towards Ivy, just the one player. Bomb close to main at present. SK set up for a rotation between sites with FNX and Fer both at either side of connector. Now, in a European match, we saw Flusher was a raid boss with a P250 and armor. P250 gives almost double the range for a one-shot headshot on the pistol round versus a Glock. So P250 is always good to have. But, ooh. Well, there we go. There's a headshot from the P250. Good start. And FNS has made his way almost to connector, as you can see there. But the bomb is still waiting to see the results of that engagement. It's not going to end up in a frag. SK out of position now. 3 players moving straight back to A. They realize what's going on. Trades, falling goes down, but so does the bomb.
Pop, pop, pop. Cold with another frag. Should there be more pops to be had? There we go. Relyks is going to catch Fer. He's just looking for that timing to drop down the ladder. It's unfortunate for Fer, but it looks like Cole's there to respond. We get just trades upon trades, but there can only be one more. Who will it be? The bomb goes down, which is nice. Again, that money, guaranteed money, is very important for the T side. I don't know who to favor in this situation. It's cold on the one hand, but his situation is quite disadvantageous. And he is against Twistzz, one of the standouts of TSM. Looking for that flank is Twistzz, cognizant of it, but the smoke tells him that that is not possible from this point onwards. The tap of the bomb comes in, Twistzz forced to come through the smoke, he just doesn't know, and he wins the battle there with the Glock. That is the trouble of the USP. If you aren't going to, I mean, you have a higher chance to hit the head, but if you don't hit the head, if you're going for body shots, the Glock is going to defeat you. That's where it all started, James. The journey of headshots.
Yep.
Headshots upon headshots upon headshot, except that one. And that one. But there we go.
So I think... Let me just double check before I start talking nonsense, because things can be delayed. Never mind. Fallen's on the scout. Pop flash may not come in fast enough. It will. Only one of the 2 players, though. And the non-blind player gets the kill. A site's been abandoned. Fallen in connector. The rest of SK at the back. I do wonder if Liquid are watching these matches. They are up against SK in the next series. SK waiting, biding their time for the time being.
I very much doubt Liquid's watching this, as research at least.
Why?
James? Because they have... I mean, they're against TSM. I don't think they're going to... Well, let's hold that thought for the moment. Whilst we see if there can be more damage done here for SK. Can there be more damage? We've got the Deagle onto Cold. Fallen with a Scout. That's kind of a nice combo. Not quite the scout's nose. Someone turn down the gravity, please. Oh, there we go, another pop, and that is going to be quite nice there, considering that SK should save these guns as well. Fallen should be able to help on the range. Ooh, almost gets the connection. But yeah, I feel like Liquid probably be better served. I mean, they've got experience against SK, right? Probably better served warming up, shooting some heads.
It's about habits. It's about observing habits.
I guess it also depends if you think that they will play on the same maps as well.
Where do you play versus where will they play? Well, I think the maps are known already, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, well, all the maps are known for our entire league. Another thing, all the vetoes are done in advance. All the maps are known in advance. All the preparation can be done. SK with the numbers towards B, apart from Fallen, who's towards A. Scout might be useful towards B right now, but TSM moving back towards A, perhaps. Not committing just yet. Drawing the numbers towards the B bomb site, making a bit of noise. And they'll slowly clear out the A site. But how good will their anti-eco be overall once they start to breach? They have a minute on the clock. In some situations, taking a very long time increases the chances of catastrophe. Will that be true of TSM? 2 players moving towards IV for them. Make that 3 with Sick heading there as well. Desi maybe joined by Relyks in the main area. This is a very meticulous anti-eco. Fallen spotted, you know, at this point you don't really have time to rotate again if you've made a mistake. There are still 4 players in B, however, and surely they'll start to rotate now. Fallen gets 1 tag, but he's gone. That's the danger man out of the picture. The CZ could be somewhat scary as well. But at this point, I'd say TSM are pretty good for the round.
Yeah, they look really solid for the round. And as we saw against Immortals, SK, they get kind of, I would say they get almost twice as strong to an extent when Fallen picks up the orb. But unfortunately for SK, it's going to be a while, and in the moments when he has an orb, their money's going to suck so much that they can't really afford for things to go badly on the first try. So once again, I think TSM find themselves with a very nice way to start off the match. And even on Mirage, I feel like they could have got so many more rounds in their first half. They lost that very irksome, I guess it's 2 or 3 players from the CTs. They were playing against 4 rifles post-plant. I mean, it's just such a weird round to lose, and it cost TSM so heavily. I'm so curious how the game would have looked otherwise. However, hopefully for them, they don't make the same mistake or a similar one on train with their current advantage. And SK, they have 4 rifles here, a decent amount of Kevlar, rather utility to work with it, but they don't have a single kit. Interestingly, despite everybody having helmets apart from Fallen, there is no kits.
All about the helmets. Yeah, it's a rare occurrence when you see that. Helmets gates. Twistzz and Sick moving towards Ivy. Bomb close to main. Fallen hunting around main. Optic had a very forward defense with Tarak around E-Box when they played on train recently. That was very interesting to see. It was an evolution. I think that Cloud9 had a lot to do with the aggressive main approach on the new train. Very slow, patient rounds. I feel like a lot of Counter-Strike has been very slow recently. Just in general, just slow Counter-Strike.
Maybe you're just in the Matrix, James. Everything's slowing down for you. That could be it too. You're becoming a superior human being. Time has slowed down. For the Bardolph. Sick. Perhaps time slowing down for him. He's able to get 2 very swift entries there. Very nicely done. Fallen, though, responding with that deep position. And that is going to cost them massively as Fur's able to capitalize upon the distraction. Picks up a frag of his own. 2 versus 2 ensues now with 15 seconds to plant the bomb. SK are in a great position, just have to play the clock. And Fallen will play the angles as well, leaving Twistzz with nowhere to go. Oh, what a round there from Fallen. That was a beautiful play there, deep into T main. And that will win them the round. And It's okay for TSM, they got monies, but they would have liked to have been able to do more in that one. Fallen very good with the rifle as well as an AWP.
So, we have a round on the board for the counter-terrorist side. Sick going for that peek towards Connector. Really interesting stuff, especially as we know how unfavorable it can be. A young Semphis, perhaps. FNX gets taken down towards the electric box. It's jumping all over the place going for these peeks. He is not afraid. Such a young player in Counter-Strike as well. Great stuff to see considering how old the game is. I think it's almost as old as him, almost.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say, actually. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? Be curious to see how young he was when he started. That would be interesting to know. I was 12 when or 11 when I started, I guess, esports type games, Quake 3, but we have the push coming in from the T's from TSM. They've marched their way into the B-bomb side. It's very effective, obviously, after that initial opening. And they are able to get themselves deep onto the yard. They're not quite immediately shutting down the choke point, but now they are beginning to do so. However, Fallen's in a good position there. Takes the frag on the Twistzz. Finesse very low. The snap comes in. One bullet's all Fallen needed, but he can't get it this time around. Cold against 3. And SK, let's not forget, just 1 around. This is the worst possible thing to happen for them. Cold has to go for this. He's got to... I mean, is there a way? Does he think there's a realistic chance? I don't think there is, but...
It's too far ticked.
It's so far away. He would need some way to teleport to the other side of the yard for it to be possible, and he just ended up that's not a thing. Until Valve put grappling hooks in the game, James. I think there will be a time. There'll be a time when grappling hooks come into the game.
You know, the Batman trilogy was so sick with the grappling hooks. I just want to say that. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
There's all of game modes in Quake 3 in the CTF where you could have a grappling hook, which is just insane. It's just insane. This grapple hook around is crazy.
SK on the eco with the weapon saved from coldzera. So TSM off to a good start on SK's pick. Earlier on, Godson and their opponents on each other's map picks.
G2.
G2.
Also their opponents, but also known as G2. Also
known as G2, yeah. Artist otherwise known as G2. Perhaps we could see that. It's still early days, of course, but bad CT train start, not the best of situations. Cold still in the B bomb site with his M4 and his full utility. Is he willing to die in this round? Desi's heavily tagged, but we've got 3 full health players. That's for 2 quick frags. Cold moving into connector. But again, does he want to save his bits and bobs? Although, SK may feel like a round is never lost until it's over. Fallen hasn't picked anything up just yet. Cold moving into a passive position. That molly, could it kill Desi if it reaches far enough? No. But the smoke's coming in. He's using all that utility. He has a defuse kit as well, so Fallen can cover the smoke, but how much else is there to cover? Cold just waiting for the pick to come in. Fallen faking the bomb now. The M4 can put in work. They're forcing the peaks to come in while Cold goes to the defuse. Oh, it's so close. Fallen, the kit's on there as well. He can't get the kill onto Sick.
Oh, Fallen. Oh, he almost had it, didn't he? That would have been amazing.
To get to that point in the first place, Dan.
Is unreal, isn't it?
It's such intelligence on display.
So good. It's just they're just so good at Counter-Strike. They just have great Counter-Strike brains to be that, because you can see them. I will play this spot optimally and this spot optimally. This is how I play this spot optimally. It's just so smart. Really, really nice to see.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Fur gonna get taken down. No Mag 7 fun for him. Relyks down to 2 HP somewhere else on the map. Sick's gotta be careful. Push with a P250, but he has one of his own. So there was risk of players being taken down in isolation, but so far, so good for TSM. Cole's going to be hunting for this AWP through the flames. I love it. That is the play to be made. Looking at the money on the T side, well, I think they'll be more concerned actually with getting this AWP out of Cold's hands than their money This is a very dangerous weapon on a map such as Train. And we're moving towards 6-1. They don't want the CTs to have anything. And there it goes. They can pick up the AWP if they want to. They're choosing against it, actually. They're quite happy with the AKs. And they will continue with them. Fallen on the AWP. So we have a good buy coming out for SK finally. Okay, Twistzz has bought an AWP. I don't understand. Unless they shot Cold's AWP away by accident.
I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Fallen has an AWP. Doesn't matter. Fallen has AWP. And in the meantime, the rest of TSM are looking to make a play in alley. There's everybody there. Everybody. There's the only reason why you'd have everyone there is if you plan to go through there with everybody, because otherwise the same job can be done with much fewer players. 3 at the most. It tends to be the most that teams will run on alley if, you know, unless they are going to just rush everyone there. As you don't really need more than 3 for the nades, for the baits, for the frags. FNS will deliver the entry frag and they will go back, which is actually quite smart because there is lots of time on the round. Getting a kill there forces the positioning or potentially forces a repositioning. Fallen is sort of the support player for Ali, but at this point, you know, you might expect him to pull back away from the front of the yard, which would mean that if then now TSM would execute smokes into the A yard, he would be blocked off by the smokes, as opposed to previously. But he hasn't repositioned to the back of the alley area, so he won't get cut off too badly by smokes, which is quite interesting. Although that said, TSM aren't throwing any smokes, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much.
I think from first position he would have...
Oh,
no. Oh, that's not good. There's still work to do though. It's down to 2 versus 2. FNS has brought it straight back for his side on the high ground, and Fallen may miss him completely. You know he's up there somewhere, but he needs to find him. His teammate will. Sick has 17 seconds to try and clutch the round. Oh, there goes Fallen. Is he willing to jump up? He's got 10 seconds. Where is he going? Bomb needs to get planted. He's going for the hero plant. And Taco is hunting. Taco is spraying. Taco is not finding. 10 bullets in the magazine for Taco. Six making a lot of noise though, so he'll be easily tracking 6th position, but he's emerging through the smoke, and that will allow Sick to take the round. What a ridiculous back and forth, all things considered. 2 for 1, yet they still make it 7-1.
Yeah, great clutch from Sick at the end, very calm. Oh, this was the... Yep, just boom, thank you very much. But Sick, these 2 kills were really fantastic. I mean, either one of those frags, especially the second one, is quite missable just because it is the big clutch moment. Oh, did he look like he was on? Oh, it looks like the first one was on.
He was above his head.
Oh, he just moved. Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
Just tantalizing. So tantalizing. Just, oh.
This is...
titillating.
Could this mean that TSM, with or without Memphis, are SK's boogie team if they can win this map? SK have 1 round. I mean, if they had 4 rounds going into the end of the half, then there's opportunity, but they've had 1 round for a very long time, Dan.
Indeed they have. You never know what they can do with such limited utility. Ooh, that's nice. Picks up 1 with the scout. I love how fast the scout is. The sound of the scout is great as well. I did prefer like the air nerf kind of sound before, but still, it is fun times. And the bomb should be able to go down now. Cold is just getting his peppering on over there, but he will eventually fall. But he's done so much damage that everybody's 1 scout shot away from death, so there is a chance for Fur. He just connects these flick shots. He can't miss a shot, and he dies because he does. And that's another round for TSM in the bag. Just back to grappling hooks very quickly. I think maybe Valve did it the opposite way. If you want to, they should, instead of rebalancing the jumping and nerfing the jumping accuracy, just keep it as it was, and then allow everyone to just get airborne with grappling hooks. Then you'd raise the skill ceiling, James.
This is an idea, Dan.
You would raise the skill ceiling. It's a great idea. Anyway, back into the rounds, we have TSM on the buy as RSK. Fallen's on the AWP. He has to make the difference. He mixed up his position this round. He went to the upper area of B, but he found nothing. He came up short early in the round.
Well, technically, he went up long, Dan.
Yeah, but he came up short.
But he went up long.
Stop trying to speak literally when I am speaking metaphorically or whatever the hell. I don't even know. Please, I'm too tired for this.
Only 2.5 more maps, Dan. Sat next to me, being a
what?
annoying person.
Who is you?
Me, yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Okay,
50
good,
seconds.
'cause maybe it was me, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Lost the plot.
So, most of TSM over towards B. Sick is trailing behind and he's carrying the bomb. In fact, he's in main. So perhaps a fake is in order from TSM. Are we going to see them move into pop? It may be somewhat blind. coldzera is moving towards B, but that is the first frag for Fallen. The bomb towards main. That's the entire game. The whole story, the novel, has been burnt to pieces.
Yeah, back to the drawing board, but the drawing board is a play with 20 seconds on the clock, and that's very simple.
The
That
gauntlet.
means run in and hope for the best. And that's what they're doing at the moment. But they actually have a flank going on through TSM, and the flank is going to work, but there's still a limited time situation. Desi cannot now win the round. He is going to have to back away. But can he find safety? Can safety be found?
Dan, they gave up on the A play. Twistzz was moving back to go the T-spawn way, the long way to B, through the halls. Then they realized there was 20 seconds left on the clock. So with a smoke here and there on A, Twistzz tried to run from main to Pop Dog with the bomb on his own with no support. Funnily enough, Fallen was holding an angle to the left of the gap. Twistzz killed him, but then got insta-traded, and then there's the bomb. And the round for SK. SK double their score finally. Congratulations to them. And Fallen has got players moving very close to him who appear to be on fire. So perhaps he hears some sound cues. Sick's going to make it over the gauntlet run. And it's another solid start from TSM. SK seems to have no answer to them. Maybe I spoke too soon though. FNS is running around with a Mag 7 somehow. It's getting crazy over here.
I wonder if he can find an upgrade for that on the floor somewhere. I mean, the bomb site must be littered with guns. At this point, Sick is he just does not care. He's taking everyone down. He will finally receive some of his own medicine. And Cold finds himself in an elevated position for the remaining kills there over the smoke. Very nicely done.
Was he? I think he was just standing above desi on the box. Yeah. Oh, hello there. Hello there. He must have been up there for ages. Oh man, it's a shame he didn't catch that earlier. That would have been quite amusing. So TSM, wow, they've been put onto an eco round. Opportunity knocks for SK. I mean, can they convert this into quite a reasonable score? Because 8-7 is still possible. They could get there all the way back into this now. TSM just charging into the B bomb site, but the bomb is still trailing behind. They're forcing Taco back. He's not going to get a single kill. Is disaster going to strike again? One player taken down in A, but the rotation will still continue to be. Bombs down now. Desi, well no, just Sick remains with 10 HP in the middle of nowhere, no man's land. So one player lost, but the main thing is TSM managed to get the bomb down and do the slightest bit of damage. So what's that going to mean for them in the next round? They're going to have a bye in the next round. 4 rounds on the board there, and that magical 4th round has been made by SK. So now there's opportunity, but there's still opportunity for them in this first half as well.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunity for them. TSM, imagine if they were able to just shut down SK here and just leave them on 11. Leave them on 4 whilst they have 11. That would be amazing. I want to see that. I would love to see that. Don't know why, but I think it'd be amusing. coldzera will go for the forward play here. Potentially looking to catch any aggression. There are aggressors to be found on the way, on routes, routes, I suppose, if you're American.
This is not a normal smoke. And there are 3 CTs, 3 Ts and an IV. So what do they make of that? Either way, it's going to slow them down quite a lot. Minute 15 on the clock, and the Ts are moving forward now as that smoke starts to disappear with the bomb in tow. But indeed, that's going to... I mean, they may have to use utility to throw behind the box, make sure nobody's in a sneaky position on the CT side. Speaking of sneaky positions, Fur is playing quite the angle in the Pop Dog at the moment. You'll hear noises being made towards B. Can raise his arm to his teammates. Taco's the only man in B at the moment. And FNS charging through the smoke. What can he find though? Bird's gone down towards the pop. And FNX is there to keep control of it. I think there are two people moving through connector at the same time. Fallen not expecting that. There is a player right behind FNS though. But he's still alive. And he takes down the flank. This is crazy.
Gordon's alive. Good old Flash Gordon. But can Cold be as quick? Right now he's got two players coming. They have to go for the trade. Nicely done. Finesse picks it up. He picks it up. So 9-4. This is... they're actually doing it. Are they doing it, James? Is it actually happening? Will we see that 11-4? Are SK going to be left thinking, what the hell?
Bogey team, Dan. Bogey team.
Our opposition has a stand-in.
TSM clearly a bogey team for SK stand-in to boot. Maybe that makes them less predictable, though. Maybe that's the key.
Yeah, could be. And this is another, well, different aggression from Fallen. And pop. See you later. Bomb spotted. It doesn't really matter too much, the bomb spotted over there, but the kill is nice. And he doesn't find anybody pursuing him. They're like, well, he's not tradable. And Relyks is just going to get 2 frags. Okay, that's pretty good for TSM. Especially after losing a man over by Ali. Now they have options. Oh my god, the flash is perfect. FNX got wrecked.
I'm gone. I'm back. coldzera.
He knows he's going to die. He's like, I will choose when you die. I'll allow you to live for now.
He realizes it's speed. He's trying to cut them off. Relyks on the site. Still alive, but finally goes down. And that's coldzera spotted, so he can't even use that. Down to Fallen. Oh, and a rare miss from Fallen. I thought he had that one. But that should mark the end of the round. Cold has an AK, and his team have no money. 10-4 looks very likely. 15 HP, 1 versus 3 for Cold. No utility whatsoever, no defuse kit. FNS awards him the first one, but he's going to give it up. AWP has been found. We know what Fallen can do with this. We've seen what he can do with a scout on maps like Train and Dust 2. So AWP will be taken in kind, and Cold will do his best to hold on to it. 10-4, a very unlikely score, unexpected score. But can they convert? Even if they go 11-4, 5 rounds versus SK, their T-side is going to be dangerous. After the pistol, of course. But let's not forget TSM's pistol statistics. They won the first pistol. They will probably win the second one. Looking at the stats.
Oh, the sample size is limited. So I feel like it's redundant, James, in my personal opinion. I feel like the sample sizes are too small in most degrees, but never mind. I'm all about the huge sample sizes. Give me...
You go and get a huge sample size then. In the meantime, I will be here watching this Counter-Strike, Dan.
Okay. Okay. Well, TSM looking good for that 11-4. The bite of SK is lackluster, but Fallen has the naked AWP, the naked gun, naked AWP. Will it be good for him in this round? FNX looking for revenge, man. He's getting abused by those pop flashes. Hopefully this time will be different for him. Taco rocking the Mag 7 as well, as you would expect. Zeus 2 from Immortals. Oh, desi looked away just as Taco was on screen. Oh, he can't escape. There is no escape from Relyks. Relyks have been having a game, but coldzera pushing T main really gives him options. He is able to steal away a gun as well, an AK no less, but the bomb is on B. This is a chaotic round. Uh-oh.
Advantage SK. Will they be able to identify Relyks though? He's in an unusual position. But look at the angles he has to cover. Now I don't know where he is. Gonna have to reposition. On the high ground, did good damage to Cold, but that's going to be that. SK get the last round, round 5. TSM requires 6 rounds on their CT half. Will they be able to do it? That's the big question. 6 rounds. Is that too much to ask versus SK? Yes, SK need 11, but TSM needs 6.
Let's see if they can get the pistol. That'll be half the way, probably, unless something insane happens. And on Train, it really can. I think the Train CT4 spy is actually potentially quite strong. You know, you actually can do stuff, unlike Dust 2, when in reality you should not be able to do anything on a 4 spy there as a CTs. But still teams do it. Still teams invest in the 4 spy, even though it's very low return as far as pressure works. But that's because I guess a lot of teams play suboptimally against it. So anyway, What play do we have here from SK? It looks like they want to move to Ali, but Relyks goes to the peak. He gets fully wrecked, all the way wrecked, completely annihilated. Sick FNS now in the vicinity. Sick will be really careful. He's kind of getting split up at the moment from his teammates. And look at SK flooding into the bomb site.
Nothing but blue frags, yeah. Nothing but blue frags. First going to get knifed as well.
Oh
he got knifed by an infant, Dan.
By an infant. Who's allowed him to run with the scissors?
He got knifed by an infant.
Running with scissors is forbidden.
Yeah. No. They weren't training blades. They were sharp. Twistzz with Carolina has done the dirty deeds.
That's amazing that his knife is like has a female name. That's awesome. Like you'd name a boat, for example. The HMSS Carolina.
I'd name my boat HMS Whoop-Ass. I wouldn't really, I just wanted to say that. 6 rounds, the pistol successful for TSM. I'm telling you, man, these stats are real. You're telling me sample size. How about that for a sample? Both pistols versus SK. Gonna put them in a very good position. Now, we saw a really amazing 4-spy round from SK versus Immortals. Last time we watched them play Train. On this occasion, TSM maybe a less predictable side to play against. coldzera and Fallen, last man standing. Nobody's been touched for TSM at all until now. So there's Cold towards Ivy. Where is the bomb? Where is Fallen? Interestingly, TSM still keeping 4 people on the A site. Down goes Cold. Twistzz alone towards B. So bearing in mind, well, most of these players had Kevlar. Fallen being the last man. Going to be saving for the AWP. Spotted now, and Doom is surely impending. And there it is. Another round bites the dust. SK forced to concede yet one more before they can go in for their full buy. But perhaps they will be confident once this round is done. Ooh, money is being spent. We may have a surprise tactic. Are we going to see that play, perhaps, that they did to Immortals in this particular round? Fallen is still just on a PC-50, but they've got 6 flashbangs and 2 smoke grenades. But desi may not allow them to do what they want to do. Down goes Cold. Fallen will trade, however, but there's another CT pushing with the UMP. This is a perfect play from TSM. SK have plans. Those plans are being thwarted. Their offices are being raided at 5 o'clock in the morning. The CTs are charging in. That's exactly the kind of play you want to run against a team who are stronger than you. Just don't let them do what they want to do.
They might. It looks like they will get the bomb down though. They are very likely to get the bomb down. I don't see any way it can be stopped. Yeah. So that's something. They got the UMPs. Oh, one of them's alive now. Ooh, the side plant. Sick is just going to annihilate Taco there. Hello and goodbye, good sir. I will steal that gun from your cold, dead hands. It is mine now.
I love the side plant.
Is your bomb. It is defused, and the round is also mine. And they are 3 away now. A 16-5 against SK would be quite interesting. Even though it's an online match and stuff like that, you would expect SK to get more than 5 rounds against any team in the world. Any team in the world.
Let's see what SK have to offer. Fallen's on the AWP. The others feeling the problems with their force buy. They took a gamble. They were almost all in, but not quite. So now what is the play? Taco, can he get the second one? That would be humongous. Down to 4 HP. Still chasing it though. coldzera is there for support, but they can't get the second one. Early advantages for SK. And with Fallen on Europe, you have to wonder if TSM are going to start to get a bit more pokey now. FNS playing very close to main, and indeed he's going to go straight in there. I have no idea how that kill came through. But come through it did.
Yeah, buzzing a little bit slow there to the frag. And the wide peak. The wide peak was nice because he had a teammate to trade, which is actually, that's a cool way to do it. Because it's not just like, I'm going to take this challenge. It's not like, it's actually two, like a teammate's actually present. They're like, we will get a kill here because we will set up a trade. And then we take this map control away from the T's and get the information. So I love that. And because they only spotted one person there, I guess they're a little bit suspect of what the potential B presence of the SK side. So they have 2 players next to connector now. So overall, you know, the information was found by TSM, and this is how they've interpreted it, and it's actually going to end up being pretty good because their rotation will be very fast here. If desi can slow them down, he's playing it off really close. It's going to be very awkward for desi, but if he can slow them down, they're going to be really good off, well off here, I think. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god, Relyks just walking around the train. Bold moves. There is nowhere to go. But they, with their backs against the wall, are finding a couple kills. Taco's on 4 HP. He's got the molly. He's got the money molly. The money molly for the bomb. Oh, there we go. And the smoke will deal with that. He needs the shot. He will not get it around for TSM. Wow. 14-5, James. 14-5. Bish bash bosh.
Yep, this is...
What do you make of this? What do you say about this? Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, TSM, bogey team. I almost want SK to only get 5 rounds tonight if they are to lose.
Yeah.
Just because it would be just a WHAT situation. 2 rounds away from victory. SK biding their time. Again, we've seen pushes from TSM, but they're not in a position where they need to push right now, being the beginning of the round. And all things even. No AWP on the SK side, that's a big disadvantage. desi AWPing now. I think we've seen Sick and Twistzz AWPing, no?
Yes. Correct. Correct you are. Oh my god. This could be enormous. Because even if he doesn't catch them directly, the flank timing is so good. No! He doesn't get the kill. Oh, he's in so much trouble now. They've spotted him. He's in a corner. He's got nowhere to go. Do they invest on Molotov in killing him? Yes, they... Oh, it missed. It missed, James.
FNS is coming in for support, though. So this could even... Oh, the bomb! And now there's FNS wiping these players out. It has fallen apart. I was wondering, do they pull another player and the round collapses around him? But no, they will collapse SK into a black hole in this particular round. Oh dear, oh
what
dear.
What a disaster. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Oh man, the molly's missed. Then Fallen loses the 1 versus 1. Oh man.
That is mental. Look what they've got there. They've got the utility though. Are they going to pull off that execute they did versus Immortals? That is a question. Ooh, this is very interesting. I can't wait to see what Dust has to say about this. No pressure.
I believe in miracles. Okay, so they're just going to run in the A set piece. Tech 9s, UMP, the classic let's go. Let's go. Or let's go chap, as Ozzy would say. Let's go chap.
Man, we got the internet strats coming out. There's a gap in the smoke to the left. Going to continue to push. Does the FNX see the player boost it up? They don't, and he's right there. As he goes down though, out with the pistol. He had the AWP in his hand, so made the right play. Didn't work out though. Relyks has been a thorn in their side this entire match. Gonna get shot by his teammate. But now there goes the bomb, there goes Taco, and there goes Fallen. 16-5.
You what, mate?
TSM with a stand-in. Beast SK on their own pick.
What a ridiculous situation we have just witnessed.
What can you say about that one?
We should look outside to check if the sky is falling.
They kind of...
If pigs are flying, James. If there are indeed airborne.
They kind of got dominated.
Pigs.
I mean, what do you say? They were never in that match.
Well, the thing is that TSM made loads of awesome plays. Like firstly, they won both pistols. They made awesome plays where they were active. For example, on the CT side, they had like good. I mean, we saw it. They had good trade setups. There's spots where they were trying to push for information here and there in times that made sense in the match. Like they had some great plays. They really did, and they executed them well. And every time, I hate wires. Every time it just went really well, and they hit their shots. Twistzz has some really great clutch moments, at really key spots in the game, and yeah, I mean, I mean, Train is a great map to keep it simple as well, just generally speaking. And desi, again, he performed pretty well. He did what he had to do. But Relyks had a beast of a game as well. He found all the flanks. How many situations did he find, which was just ridiculous? I was just, yeah, amazing. They played pretty well.
Dustin Mouret, talk to us.
What is this? What is this? What I do?
What has just
I feel
happened?
like I'm in Bizarro world right now,
What
James.
has just happened?
Where am I? I don't know. I think we're in some type of alternate universe where SK can't play Train. I'm not sure how that happens, but that's where we are right now.
It was, I mean,
Unbelievable.
they got dominated by TSM.
Just keep.
Yeah,
keep
they
saying that over
really
and over.
did. Yeah.
So he hasn't
I
even
think
got
it
anything to
certainly
say
helped
either.
TSM. It definitely just kind of crazy stuff. It just seemed like any time that SK were finally showing you, okay, now SK is getting back to this game, they'd get their economy reset, or they'd lose a really key round. Obviously, losing Pistol in the second half really hurt. Yeah, I mean, and the crazy thing is that TSM, despite the fact they're using a stand-in, they actually had some pretty elaborate like fakes and double fakes they're running on their T side, and they were really good at getting control of Ivy. So they had a lot going for them, and they had good performances. He had sick primary opping, and he was actually doing a good job. So again, it was really weird to watch. But I mean, good on TSM to get a map off SK, and certainly not an ideal situation for them, right? When they're missing their shot caller and their opper.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah, I mean, this map goes a long way because you're not supposed to be able to take a map from SK. So for SK, it's like really hurts their position potentially of having like holding, dominating a #1 spot. Whereas for TSM, it's the kind of like, do you expect a CLG to get a victory at all over SK? No, that's probably not happening. Like that's like a rare. Those are some points, man, that no one else can get. So that's going to elevate them. That's really nice. That's really nice.
yeah, well, let's see if SK can keep their heads in the game. They're going up against Liquid. How do you fancy Liquid's chances, Dust?
I mean, there's certainly a lot of talent on Liquid, and if we see a team like TSM being able to do that to SK, I wouldn't put it past Liquid to do it, because to be quite honest with you, when we look at Train outside of coldzera, none of the other firepower of SK were really there, were they? So when you have a team like Liquid who can be quite explosive and had a lot of aimers, it certainly could be an interesting battle.
Right, we will find out in just a few minutes. Thank you once again, Dust. And yes, we got Liquid coming up versus SK. SK have to be upset about that, but you know, it's not the first time that TSM have upset them. So perhaps they're used to it now, and they'll have their heads back into the game for their third match of the evening. So we're going to go to a break right now. In case you missed it earlier, we're going to rerun the James versus Dan first episode, so now you'll get to find out who will be in the lead. See you back here later.